Hey guys, Dr. Barker here of drchrisbarker.com, Health Made Simple. And today I want to talk to you about the top deodorant ingredients that may be causing you health issues. So let's be honest, no one wants to smell. So when it comes to picking a natural deodorant, it can be very difficult. The problem though with normal classic antiperspirants is that they contain the heavy metal aluminum, and how antiperspirants work is they get rolled in under your armpit, and what it does, the aluminum actually contracts the sweat duct and actually clogs it, and then eventually no more sweat. The problem with that is now that your body is not sweating, that is a natural way that your body actually detoxes. The other issue is now you have a buildup and it can cause all sorts of problems on the other end. But the real issue comes in aluminum. Now, aluminum is a known neurotoxin, and what they found is that it's been linked to things like breast cancer and other neurological diseases like Alzheimer's. Though the jury isn't out on it, I just don't know if coating your armpits with an aluminum product every day is the best thing to do. Also, they have found out that it can get into your lymphatic ducts and eventually into your body. So when you look at your deodorant, if you go home, look into your bathroom, you want to make sure that it doesn't have something called aluminum zirconium. That's the most common one. That's the ingredient you want to avoid. Now the thing is this, now you know what to avoid, what do you choose in a natural deodorant? And I always say it's not what you want in it, it's what you want to avoid in it. When you pick a natural deodorant, stay away from things like parabens, so check the labels. You don't want things like fragrances. Fragrances is a nice way of saying synthetic chemicals. But the most important one when it comes to natural deodorants is you want to stay away from something called triclosan. Triclosan is a known endocrine disruptor. It destroys and throws out all your hormones. But most importantly, they're finding out that it breeds antibiotic-resistant bacterial strands and rashes like MRSA. So you want to stay away from that. And if you guys are watching this video, maybe you can relate, I have searched far and wide for a natural deodorant that worked. And the problem is a lot of natural deodorants, you put them on under your armpits, and a couple days or weeks later, you have these scaly rashes, they're itching, they're painful. There's many different reasons why that happens, but the most common is it's called allergic dermatitis. Basically, your body is reacting negatively to something in that natural deodorant, whether it's an ingredient, an essential oil, or the level of baking soda changes the pH under your armpits, and all of a sudden you get funguses, bacteria starts to grow. So I have searched, and what I like to use is something called Jungle Man. The reason why I like Jungle Man is it helps with the odor, but most importantly, doesn't give me any rashes. And it has something in it called tea tree. Now, tea tree has been known as an antifungal, antiviral, antibacterial product, so it kills the bad bacteria. And surprisingly, sweat does not cause any odor. It's the bacteria, the bad bacteria mixed with the sweat, which causes that unpleasant odor. Also, this type of deodorant has no aluminum, no artificial flavors. That's the one I like to use. But again, I'm not pushing a certain brand. Experiment. Figure out what works the best for you. And all that you need to consider is A, is it aluminum free? And B, if you use it, making sure it doesn't create any rashes or some sort of allergic reaction for you. Last comment I will say is that when it comes to the aluminum, if it was something that you wore deodorant, think about it, once a month or a couple times a year, I wouldn't be too concerned. But again, using a controversial metal every single day under your armpits, I don't know if that's going to give you long-term the best health benefits. So I encourage you, get out there, experiment with your aluminum-free deodorant, and over time, watch a big health difference.